What is up, guys? This is Boom Beach Cooper bringing you some Clash of Clans replays. So first we'll start out here with I think a Lava Hound's minions attack that I did. Just on a pretty rushed Town Hall 10. I added some Hug Riders to this strategy, just mainly to try to take out some of the buildings that would be able to target my minions and Lava Hounds. And I don't think that it really helped me out at the long run, or at least the way that I used them didn't help me out. As you see there, I took out an archer tower, two archer towers, and a wizard tower. But what really killed me were those two archer towers on the left there. Uh, did not have a ton of minions, only 37. I think I had 5 more in the clan castle. But these expos here really destroying my lava hounds. And luckily though, the inferno towers don't immediately lock onto them, and when the single targeting inferno tower is on my minions, it's really ineffective. And I'll get the town hall here, pretty much wrap up a 2-star. Not a whole lot more that I could really do here. Thought perhaps I could grab some extra loot with my queen, but didn't really work out. Yeah, and once the Inferno Tower was on her, I knew I was done. Next we have an attack by Shubkin, I believe. I may have just utterly butchered that, but anyway, just a standard Barch raid with some pretty good loot against a Town Hall 7. I do think that Shubkin or whatever is a Town Hall 8, so the loot was probably a little bit better for a Town Hall 7. So just speed through this here, because not a whole lot of strategy or action with a Barch attack. So he's gonna just take the rest of that loot. I think there's a little bit in the storage, but yeah, there's barely any in those storages. Maybe, okay, 17,000 elixir, 3,000 gold, so not a lot there. And then finally, for our replays, we have my man J-Man doing an attack for the tube. He uses a go wipe strategy. This was a pretty easy base for him to be attacking. The splash damages are really low, and the cannons and archer towers are also really low. And and of course the pen Teslas are low level, so they won't be able to do a lot to his P.E.K.K.A.s. His golem that's on the left is gonna die fairly quickly here, as his healing spell, he does use one down here, but it's a little late, as you can see. That the column on the right, however, lasts a pretty long time with all of those wizards, and then soon the P.E.K.K.A.s backing him up. The P.E.K.K.A.s don't stay in the center of the base. They're actually going to work around to the outside of the base, unfortunately. And I think he was trying to use that rage spell there to keep them in the middle, but it's not going to cost him the raid here, as they do break back inside. The golem here is going to be working on those walls. Splits, but unfortunately the little golems then start attacking a different section of the wall when they're trying to go after the archer tower, so kind of died in vain. And the Peck and the wizard on the bottom are gonna clean up down there. There's some wizards and a golem on the left, and a Peck and wizards and the barbarian king in the center. And he's just gonna wrap up this pretty easy 3-star here. Alright, and now I'm going to do a live attack here using a sort of dragon strategy, but I'm incorporating 12 hog riders to try to eliminate the outer buildings, specifically air defenses, similarly to what I was doing with the minion lava hound strategy. However, this time I'm looking for specifically air defenses on the outside, and luckily I was able to find one very quickly. This base, however, I was really confused because I didn't notice that both of the expos were upgrading, and that might have cost me the 3-star. So first I use 2 hog riders on that air defense, and they'll take care of that pretty quickly. And then I will move to this air defense over here. I think I only have to use 3, but I used 4 because I thought that the expo was still on, even though it's being built, or upgraded rather. And then I use my final 3 on that last air defense, and I have to use my Barb King on this air defense over here. I attacked from the left side, and I think in hindsight it would have been better to attack from the right or the bottom, because the wizard towers and archer towers are really grouped up down there, and those are what eventually just did me in. And this was a really bad healing spell placement, and I think if I had held on to it and saved it to the end, I could have gotten the 3-star. That dragon in the middle there is not going to be able to take out the town hall here, because as you can see, in fact all the Teslas are triggered. I don't specifically know why that happened, but so if you want to explain that to me, please do so in the comment section. Use my final rage spell here, and unfortunately it misses all of my troops, so they're just going to skirt around the edges. And my Arch Queen, however, is going to take care of the town hall after she fends off those skeletons. Unfortunately, when I use the ability, it triggers that giant bomb, which deals a lot to my Archer Queen. And, well, I don't know, it didn't really cost me anything, since she was pretty much doomed anyway. And now my final dragon is just going to work on that elixir storage and get me some loot back, even though there was not a whole lot from this base. So 88%, 2 stars, not too bad. Definitely not disappointed with that. Of course, the trophies are always good to get, and that's really what I was aiming for. So anyways, guys, I hope you liked those replays and that attack. As always, please subscribe and leave a like down below. This was Boom Beach Cooper. Thanks for watching.